Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The presidential villa, Nigeria's equivalent of the White House, United States, has been described as a graveyard by a prominent member of the ruling party and the chief whip of the Senate, Senator Ali Ndume. That is what we're going to talk about right now and see the implication of some of the things that Ali Ndume revealed in his much talked about interview with Arise Television. That's what we're going to talk about now, because it is important. He revealed a lot of things that give an insight of the Tinubu presidency and whether Nigerians should even have hope in the renewed hope agenda of the administration. Because if you listen to this man carefully, what he has to say, you may begin to wonder whether the hope of Nigerians are being renewed or the hopes are being ruined. So let's look at what he has to say. Now, Ali Ndume, the chief whip of the Nigerian Senate, has expressed concern about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's accessibility as the presidential villa. Speaking with Arise TV, Ndume said that the front of the villa, of the presidential villa, is like a graveyard because people are not allowed to go in and meet with Tinubu. He mentioned that in the past, Tinubu was accessible to people at his home in Lagos, bedeviling, at any time of day or night. He said before Tinubu became president, his house in Lagos and Abuja were always open to visitors, but now it is difficult to meet him in the villa. In Ndume's words, there are times you can go to Lagos. There are times you can go to Lagos house at 3 in the night and you meet Tinubu. You meet Tinubu there. Now, if you go to the villa, the front is like a graveyard because they don't allow anybody to do so and see. They don't allow anybody to go and see President Tinubu. Let me look at this, repeat the words and the words of Ndume again for clarity. He said there are times you can go to Lagos house at 3 in the night and you meet Tinubu there. Now if you go to the villa, the front is like a graveyard because they don't allow anybody to go and see President Tinubu. So what he's saying is that Tinubu is not accessible. Now, you can dismiss the other part of it where he said that when Tinubu was not president, his house in Lagos and Abuja was accessible. Of course, we expected the house of a politician like Tinubu to be accessible when he is a private citizen. So that's it's a false equivalence as far as I can see. But what is troubling from his revelation is that if you watch the interview, he said he himself, Senate whip, do not have access to the president. He even narrated a situation where he met the president on a public function, and the president sort of asks him, he has not seen you for some time, what's happening? Sort of. And Ndume said that they don't allow him to see him. They don't allow him, that's Ndume, to see the president. So, if a Senate, a member of the Senate leadership like Ndume, do not have access to see the president, so what kind of information does he get about the state of the nation? Because if the only information he is getting is only yes member kind of information, it means that he is removed from the problem of the country. And when you go deeper into what we're going to talk about here, you find out why Ndume found it very troubling. Perhaps that was why the president and his handlers are more concerned about a new private jet, a new presidential jet for him and the vice president, when Nigerians are dying of hunger and starvation. And we are going to see, going further down, how Ndume brought up the issue of hardship to the doorstep of Tinubu's people and how they treated it. Now, Ndume also revealed a disturbing response from the presidency regarding the growing anger among Nigerians. Ndume said that when he reached out to the presidency about their awareness, whether they are aware of the situation in the country, that people are angry, they are hungry, he said he was met with a dismissive response. He was met with a dismissive response. According to Ndume, the presidency attributed the growing anger to the opposition. So it is the opposition that is instigating the anger among Nigerians. Not really that the Nigerians are angry. Their anger is being instigated by the opposition. Things are in order. Nigeria is moving fine. But it is the opposition that are instigating it. That's the impression, that the feedback that Ndume got from the presidency. He said the presidency attributed the growing anger to the opposition. He said, which he, Ndume, found alarming. He emphasized that the opposition will not seek to destabilize the country, as they are also part of the same nation. In his words, these are the words of Ndume. Ndume said, and I quote, "When I called people in the villa and I sent a message out to them, are you aware that people are very angry? Are you aware that people are very angry out there? Are you doing something about it?" And the response is that it is the work of the opposition. I said, we are finished. He said, when they told him that it is the opposition that are creating the anger in the society, or the claim that people are hungry and all that, he said that he raised an alarm to himself. He said, I said, we are finished. If that is the thinking in the presidency, the thinking is that what they see in the media, the complaint on social media and everything, is instigated by the opposition. Nigerians are not really hungry. Nigerians are not really angry. Nigerians are not really feeling any pinch from the policies of the government. So Ali Ndume said, we are finished. When a member of the ruling party of the standing of Ndume, who has access to those in power, say that we are finished, it means that he spoke out of hopelessness, and despite the renewed hope agenda, he spoke out of helplessness. That was why should a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, of the ranking of Ali Ndume, Senate Whip, has been in the Senate, one of the longest serving, if not the longest serving senator in the Senate, say we are finished. It means that he's saying that these people are not at all aware of what Nigerians are passing through. That was why Ndume said, we are finished. And went on to say, he said, no opposition will want to bring down the roof of the country because they are also in the country. So if the country collapses, is it going to collapse on the ruling or the government party? No. So when people in power start responding like that, then I am worried. I am worried for the president. I am worried for myself. Ali Ndume said. Of course, when you watch the interview, Ali Ndume talk about the fact that he had only one passport, Nigerian passport. He don't know where to run to if push comes to shove in the nation. But you could see what Ndume has revealed, that the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is far removed from the reality on the ground. Now, if it is so far removed from the reality, it means they are not likely to do anything to remedy the situation. They are basically going to think that the complaint about hunger, starvation, poverty, insecurity, they are all false alarms being raised by the opposition just to make the government look bad. Of course, maybe that was the style they used when they were in opposition. Maybe that was why they think that that is what the opposition is doing right now. They believe that the opposition had borrowed a leaf from them. But Ali Ndume is telling them it is far beyond the opposition. These are the reality on the ground. Because Ali Ndume himself is a member of the government in power. He's a member of the APC. So he should know better. Or are they saying that Ali Ndume has also joined the opposition in raising false alarm? So that's why Ali Ndume said that we are finished. If this is the thinking of those at the presidency, that we are finished, that were his words, we are finished. That Nigeria is finished. That's what he meant. If that is the thinking of those in power, that all this complaint are the creation of the opposition, that there is really not much problem in the country. Then Ali Ndume also addressed an issue about the economy that is also very troubling. Another issue that is very troubling, the economy of Nigeria. And what he said will shock you. Now, before I go into that, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it hard and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours. Now let us look at what Ndume said about Nigeria's economy that is very troubling. You know that the Nigeria's economy depends on oil mostly. Nigeria is almost like a mono economy. Much of our foreign exchange, despite all the claim to diversification, come from oil. That is why when we have enough oil to sell and the price of oil is high in the international market, our foreign reserve will balloon. We can be able to do so many things. The value of our naira will get stronger because we have a lot to be able to stabilize, meet the demands of foreign exchange demanders, and then be able to protect the naira. Okay? So it is very critical to our economy. But listening to what Ali Ndume said, you now know why some of us, when we say that Nigeria's economy is in dire strait, you know that we are not just saying it. It is a reality from what we have seen. On the economy, Ndume stated that the group managing director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited disclosed to him that Nigeria will not be able to save any money despite the fact that the country has removed fuel subsidy. That the GMD of the NNPC told him that Nigeria does not have any money to save, despite the fact that the country has removed fuel subsidy. It was believed that all this humongous amount of billions of dollars being paid to fuel importers during the time of fuel subsidy, that those monies will be saved now. You know, now it's believed that it's only an NPC that's importing fuel. Okay? But now the NNPC, Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, is telling Chief Whip of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that the country has no money to save from fuel subsidy. Fuel subsidy removal. He said, and I quote, "I asked the GMD of NNPCL, where is the money saved from the subsidy removal? And he said that there is no money. I asked him what he meant by there is no money. And he said that before the fuel subsidy was removed, Nigeria borrowed in order to subsidize, and they were running at a loss." So the GMD of NNPCL told the Chief Whip of the Senate that Nigeria has no money to save from the fuel subsidy, and that in the past they were borrowing to pay for the fuel subsidy. Invariably means that whatever they are getting from the fuel subsidy, they are using it to pay for the borrowed money they used in paying for the fuel subsidy before. If that does not tell you anything about the state of Nigerian economy, I don't think anything would. Then, another troubling thing for you to note is that if this is the state of the nation, and the IMF and the World Bank are also claiming that Nigeria is still paying for a subsidy, where did they get the money to pay the new subsidy they are paying, according to the IMF and the World Bank? Because IMF is claiming that federal government of Nigeria is still paying fuel subsidy, that what they did was partial removal of fuel subsidy. So where are they getting the money? Ndume has just revealed to us what NNPCL told him, that they borrowed money in the past to pay for subsidy. Where did they get the money to pay for this present subsidy that IMF and World Bank say they are paying? Even former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, also said that they are paying. He said it recently when he was a guest speaker at a workshop in Maiduguri for government officials there. The government has not made efforts to convince us that the IMF and the World Bank are lying. So where did they get the money? I mean, they are still borrowing to pay for the subsidy, or they are not paying for subsidy. And who are they paying the subsidy to? You can therefore understand why Ndume was able to say that Nigeria is finished. We are finished. That is what Ndume said. I don't know what to think about this. What do you think is the way forward based on the revelations from that interview by Senator Ali Ndume, the Senate Whip of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.